Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque. But you're ready to confess. Tell me what you need. Welcome to burlesque. You can dream of cocoa, do it at your risk. The triplets grant you mercy, and that's your every wish. Yes, it keeps you guessing. So cruel and statuesque. Behave yourself, South Georgia. Welcome to burlesque.
Okay guys, so well done on getting through the Burlesque for Beginners workshop, masterclass, whatever you want to call it. What we're now going to do is give you a little routine to put together so you can bring all those bits of moves, those power poses and things like that together, just to put a nice little routine as a finish, okay? So we're going to be doing some sort of power posing, we're going to be doing some movement with our boas. We're going to be doing some glove peeling and we're going to be doing some stocking peeling, okay? So the routine's going to be just over about a minute and a half. But like I say, it's just to kind of bring the course to an end and give you a little routine to have a play with, and then you can go on and add your own moves or try and put it to some other songs, whatever you want to do with it. Or you can come and join us for another workshop, okay? So you can have a look in our library and see what you fancy doing next. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let me teach you this routine, and I'm going to teach these guys at the same time I'm teaching you. So, anything can happen. So we're going to start this routine, and we're going to face away from our audience, okay? Now, as I said to you, the track we're going to do for this today is Welcome to Burlesque, just to keep it simple, and it's a track that most of you probably already know. So we're going to start facing away. We're just going to grasp our boas in front of us. Now think about your legs as well while you're standing and waiting. So try and keep one leg slightly bent. And it'll be the leg that's slightly bent that you're going to pivot around on to face the audience. So no rushing, but when the music kicks in, with the leg that's slightly bent, you're just going to use that to turn yourself around and face the audience, okay? We're then going to take 2 steps forward. Remember, doing our walks with our sliding off slightly side to side. And for those of you that have got a boa, we're kind of going to use that to kind of almost make it look like we're throwing it over our shoulder, okay? So I'll go first and these guys can follow me. So I've just turned round. I'm then going to step, bring myself across, step, and bring myself across, okay? So should we all do that together? Yeah? So we've just turned round to face our lovely audience. We're then going to step and bring it across, step and bring it across, okay? And then she sings, show a little more, show a little less. So starting with the hand that's closest to the audience, okay? So we kind of want to, entice them before they get too bored. We're going to take that front hand and we're just going to drop. So we've now opened ourselves up slightly side on, and then we're going to roll our shoulders back and do our Betty, okay? So we're then going to show a little less. So again, starting with the hand that's closest to the audience. We're going to bring it up over our shoulder and kind of into our body. Up over our shoulder and into our body. We're then going to turn to the other side and we're kind of going to do a closed Betty where we're kind of just covering ourselves up a little bit more, okay? And then this is when you can get your facial expressions in as well and be a little bit cute with it and just cover yourselves up, okay? Make sense, guys?
Yep.
Let's just do that a couple of times and then we'll get some music on and see how that goes with the music. So, standing in front of our chairs, in a nice position, legs slightly up, ready and waiting. When that music kicks in, we're just going to turn ourselves around and then we're going to step, flick. Show a little more, come down into your Betty. Show a little less, turn away and be cute with another Betty. Okay? One more time and then we're going to get that music on. So, wait for the music to kick in. Get your bows on your shoulders. Turn yourselves around and then walk. Step 1, step 2. Show a little more, come down. Show a little less, turn away and be cute. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Okay, right, let's get this music on and then we'll come back and learn some more.
Show a little more, show a little less. Show a little more, show a little less. Show a little more, show a little less.
Okay, well done guys. So let's add on the next few moves. We've just shown a little more, we've shown a little less, okay? So we're here, we've just done our cute Betty, our show a little less. The next bit is add a little smoke. So you've got two options here. You can either take your boa and just kind of like blow it and just move the hand away. That's really good if you've got like the feather boas because the feathers will just kind of fluff around. And if they moult, they may even fly out as well. Okay? The other thing you can do is not have the boa in the hand and you can use your hand itself where you can bring it up or blow your audience a kiss. Yeah? Add a little smoke. So you're either coming up with the boa and blowing, or just with the hand and blowing a kiss to the audience, okay? So add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. What you're going to do is using your boa, or not, you're going to come up into a double showgirl with a very cheeky boob lift after, okay? So let's have a look at what that looks like. So we've added a little smoke. With both hands we come up. Welcome to burlesque. And then just drop the boa and give yourself a little cheeky lift. Okay? And again, that is a really good opportunity to give the audience a bit of facial engagement. Give them a little wink. Yeah? Or you can just kind of like make it a little bit of a surprise face. Okay? But don't forget about your face in all of this. Your face is just as important as what the rest of you is getting up to. Okay? So, let's just quickly recap that. We have added a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. And after the word burlesque, straight in with a quick lift. Everything you dreamed of, but never can possess. Okay? So, we've just done the walk where we're slightly crossing over. And now I want us to do the walk where we kind of step and drag, okay? So we're only going to do a couple of steps, but what we're just going to do is we're just going to kind of swish our boas as we go, all right? So it's everything you dreamed of. So you'll probably get 2, maybe 3 walks out of that, but never can possess. So what you're going to do again is you're going to cover yourself up and be cute. You're kind of going to lean into your audience and take one of your hands and kind of at them, yeah? But as you do that, you're just going to step back and be cheeky, yeah? So it's almost like you're saying, you can have me? No, you can't. Yeah? It's all about audience play. Always audience play, yeah? And you're playing with them. So you might even be focused and looking at one particular person, yeah? Rather than just out across the room. So that's the next little bit we're going to put together with the music. So let's just recap that again, and then we can get the music on. So we have just come down into our cute Betty. Add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. And then forward. Everything you dreamed of. Step and drag. Cover yourself up, be cute, but never can possess. Yeah? All good? Does that make sense? Yeah? We'll do that one more time, and then we'll get the music on. So we've just come off to the side, we've just done our cute Betty. Yeah, show a little less. Add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. And then we'll step and drag. Everything you dreamed of. Cover up and be cute, but never can possess. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, are you guys ready for the music?
Yes.
Yes. I hope you're ready for the music. We're going to get the music on. We're going to go all the way from the beginning, a couple of times with music, and then we'll come back and we'll add on.
Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smooth. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smooth. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smooth. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess.
Okay guys, so we're done. So we're going to move on to the next cluster of moves, and then we're going to get on to the glove peels and the stocking peels. The bit you've all been waiting for really, I bet. Okay? So, what we've just done is we've just sort of mooched towards the audience with our step and drag, and then we've kind of covered ourselves back up again, and we've moved back away from them as if to say, can't have me yet, okay? So on the word possess, which is the end of that walk back, what you're going to do is take your boa and kind of flick it off one of your shoulders as you're also turning away from the audience. Now what you need to be careful here, especially if you're like me and you've got a really long one, then you need to make sure you're not going to trip on your own garments, okay? So think about moving your feet as you're walking away. Now if your garments aren't quite as long as mine, then you'll be absolutely fine, okay? So what you've just done is you've just come back and gone never can possess, and after the word possess you're just flicking off, nothing's what it seems, and you're kind of throwing and dismissing your garments away from the audience. Now, unless you've got a really cheap boa, you really wouldn't want to be throwing your boas out into the audience, especially if you're like me, you've gone and bought yourself a luxury one that are not cheap at all. Okay, you would not want to be throwing them out to the audience because you won't get them back. So, on this particular incident, we would actually throw it away from the audience, but also out of our own way because we don't want to be tripping up on it when we continue to go through our moves. Okay? So, can never come possess, we then turned away, nothing's what it seems, and we're getting rid of the boa on the word seems. And then we're going to take you back to one of those single leg strokes. You'll just pop your leg out to the side, you'll fall from the hips, you'll come down and you'll stroke up. Welcome to burlesque, okay? Now depending what you're wearing here, that's when you go for a really nice kind of hip show. Okay? Or a thigh or a lower buttock show, depending, like I say, what you're wearing. You might at this point have like a bit of a skirt on, so you can do a little bit of a cheeky reveal. But we try and get a little hip dip in there as well to flow nicely with the music. She then sings, "Oh, everyone is buying." So we're side on, we're going to turn back towards the audience, and we're going to do our step and drag again, but this time no boas, we're just going to use our hands to create a bit of presence and movement, all right? So it's, "Oh, everyone is buying," and then put your money, you just step, step, okay? Because then that's what will take us on to the first glove peel, which is going to be our mouth removal, all right? One of my favourite ones. So, let's just recap that little section and then we'll get the music on. So, grab your boas or your garments, whatever you're using. Okay, so we've just done everything you dreamed of, where we're stepping and taking ourselves forward, covering ourselves up, and then moving away from the audience, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Leg out. Welcome to burlesque. Yeah? Give a little show if you've got something to show. Okay? We then turn to face the audience. "Oh, everyone is buying." Put your money. Yeah, so money is your cue to just kind of, we call it squaring up to the audience. So we're now facing dead on front with them in a nice sort of, you know, strong square body position or a strong square stance. Okay? Let's do that one more time and then we're going to get the music on. So we've just walked forward, everything you dreamed of, covered up, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque. Oh, everyone is buying. Put your money. And then we're ready to start degloving. Okay, right, are you ready for the music? Yeah. Okay, I hope you're ready for the music. Guys, we're going to get this music on. We're going to go from the very top, so grab your boas and let's do this.
Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque. burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque. Everyone is buying. Put your money. Show a little more, show a little less, add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque.
Time to get the good stuff going. So we're now going to do our glove removal. All right. So we've just kind of what we call squared up to the audience for the word money. Put your money in my hand. Now hand is our cue that we're now going to move on to the hands and get these gloves off. Okay. So taking you back to the tutorial video, I taught you 3 types of glove removals. I took you through the mouth removal. I took you through the reverse removal and the ruffle removal, okay? Now, for this little part of the routine, we're going to do the mouth removal first, and then we're going to move on to the reverse removal, okay? So I'm not going to bore you and go through all the teaching points. You've just gone through all that as part of the tutorial workshop. I'm just going to sort of recap it quickly with you into how it fits into the routine. All right, so put your money, we've just stood ourselves nice and strong and square, and then because you're singing in my hand, you're just going to bring your hands up to your face. You're then going to do your 3 bites, okay, on 3 of your fingers. You're then going to go back to one of your fingers, and it doesn't matter which one, all right, and you're going to do your pull, and as you do the pull, if your legs are still wide at that point, use that to bring the legs in as well. So bring your leg in, kind of keep your hips moving, and then bring it out. Remember to do that kind of emphasis on the mouth drop. Bring it across the chest, because then she's saying, give it to the band. So we want to be here for the word band, okay? And then when that little beat comes in, we want to do the nipple polish, and we want to flip it off to the audience, okay? We then want to go wide again. Take our hands through the second removal, which is the reverse removal. We're going to let go. We're then going to bring the legs in and we're going to lasso 1, 2, 3. And again on the third, we want to release it to the audience. Okay? So that's our next section we're going to do with music. First hand, mouth removal. Band, we want to be here for the band. Nipple polish, doom, doom, doom. Flip to the audience. Come back in, reverse removal, okay? And then we're going to lasso that glove 3 times, flick it to the audience, okay? So, like I say, this bit is best enjoyed with the music because it's more about the timing and just practice, okay? We've just done all of this in the tutorial. So let's get our gloves back and let's put that with the music.
Show a little more, show a little less, add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, extra. Give it to the band. You may not be guilty. Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque.
That's if they're even still up at this point, because they have a mind of their own. I'm checking theirs now. So what we've just done is we've taken both gloves off and we've kind of flipped them away from us. We might even flung them out into the audience if we don't want them back again. And we now need to move on to the stockings. So what we're going to do is the arm that's lassoed the second glove, we're going to use that as an indication to bring the arm down and turn and create that movement with that arm, okay? We're then going to take a walk back to the chair, so we're just going to step 1, 2, 3, you're probably going to need 3 or 4 steps at that point to grab your chair, and then you're literally going to get your chair and just pull it out in front of you, so you're not even going to walk with it really, you're just going to drag and spin, okay? What you then want to do is step off to the side of your chair and make sure you're not too close because you're going to take a seat in a moment, but what we should be ready to do at this point is come back in with another welcome to burlesque. So like what we did previously, we're going to take our leg out to the side and we're going to do another stroke up with the leg. So another reason why you need to not be too close to the chair is if you are, you'll find as you bend over, you kind of knock with your chair, alright? So you want to be close enough to the chair that in a minute you can take your Betty seat, but not too close or in the wrong position that as you bend down to do your welcome to burlesque, that you're going to knock yourself, okay? So let's just go for that tiny section again. Pop the chair back. So we've just lassoed the glove and thrown it out in front. Using the movement of that arm, we're going to spin ourselves around. We're going to walk back to our chair. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Grab that chair and just bring it out in front. Okay? We're then going to step off to the side, turn side on with our chair, and we're going to come down. Welcome to burlesque. We're then going to take a seat, holding ourselves nice and strong in the upper body so we don't get slouched the minute we sit down. We're just going to take our feet, kick, okay? And then we're going to move on to the stocking removal. So before we do that, let's just make sure we've got the timing of that right first. So we'll get the music on, do that 3 times with the music, and then when we return, we'll move straight on to those stocking peels. Here we go.
Show a little more, show a little less, and a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, You may not be guilty, but you're ready to confess. Tell me what you need. Welcome to burlesque. You can dream of purple. Show a little more, show a little less, add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque. Show a little more, show a little less, add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque.
Okay guys, well done. So we're nearly there. And I hope you're enjoying it so far. So we just need to put the final bit on, which is the stocking removals with a single show person finish, okay? So I'm not going to bore you with going through the tutorial teaching points again because we've just done all of that as part of the workshop, okay? I'm just going to quickly recap and tell you what ones we're going to do. So because we're sitting in this position, the first one we're going to do is the stocking removal from the secretary's seat, okay? So that's where we're taking our thumbs underneath, we're hooking it over the knee, we're taking it down to the ankle, we're then leaning back and we're pulling, 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 and then one big almighty pull, and then flicking it out to the audience. I think we're getting a bit hot and sticky and sweaty in here now. So from there, we're then going to stand up, we're going to turn into our chair, pop our leg up, and we're going to go for the swan removal, but we're going to do it whilst we're wiggling, taking it down, bringing that foot round. Remember to use your chair for a bit of body posture support, bringing it up, okay? And then we're going to, we're all getting each other in here. And then we're going to finish with flicking that out to the audience and finishing with a single show person, welcome to burlesque, okay? So what you're doing is you're bringing that back leg kind of into the front where you've just flicked forward, hands up on the rib cage, and you bring yourself up for your finish. Okay? Right, let's get those hold-ups back on again. I'll just recap that one more time for you, and then we'll get this music on. Okay guys, we're just going to quickly recap that one more time. Like I say, I'm just going to brush through the tutorial bits. I'm just going to brush through the teaching point bits because we've already done them in the tutorial. We're just doing a quick recap now. So with the hand that we've lassoed the last glove with, we're going to use that throw to create the momentum and turn away from the audience. We're then going to head back towards our chairs. 1, 2, 3 or 4 steps. Grab that chair and just bring it round in front of us. Okay? We're then going to step to the side. And again, we just want to be slightly ahead of the back bits so we don't bump it as we bend over. Going to take that leg out for a single leg stroke. Welcome to burlesque. That's going to bring us into a Betty C, where we're going to flick, flick. We're going to cross into secretary. We're going to go for the first stocking removal, okay? So we're going to do that one sitting down. We're going to work that stocking off and then give it a big pull and throw the stocking out to the audience. We're going to stand and turn, place the leg on the chair, and then we're going to go for our swan removal, trying to keep ourselves moving as we're going. Take that leg back, give it a nice big arch, and then we're going to throw to the audience and step forward into your single show person finish. Okay? And then that will bring us to the end of the workshop masterclass, okay? Our burlesque for beginners. We've done some power poses, we've done some moves, we've done some audience engagement, we've done some glove removal, we've done some stocking removal, and now we've pulled a little mini routine together as well. So I hope you feel like you've had a good action-packed workshop with me.
Show a little more, show a little less, add a little smoke. Welcome to burlesque. Everything you dream of, but never can possess. Nothing's what it seems. Welcome to burlesque.
masterclass. I do hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've got something out of it. And thank you to my volunteers who have been roped in into helping me film today. Helping me film today so that I can show you guys this workshop. We've had lots of fun. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves too. And if you have, then do head to the library and see what else might be in there for you to learn next. Either way, guys, I really hope I'll see you for something else real soon. Woo!